But yeah, I'll admit the instructions are a little bit vague, but they gotta be vague. I can't just go out there and give the whole game away without getting paid. Understand what I'm saying? I gotta get paid and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm busting my out there in the factory, hands all messed up, and meanwhile I'm making pennies on YouTube. Now I'm not gonna charge you guys more. No. I just gotta put more videos out, right? You know what I'm saying? And if I give everything away at the beginning, that's it. I run out of ideas. So today I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clear up some things. All right, I'm gonna discuss one of the most important parts in the whipping process. And if you can understand this, you can understand the entire process in general. And what part of the whipping process is it? Well, I'm talking about actually whipping the work. You understand? Whipping it. Hit it with the fork. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Dope boy magic. You understand what I'm saying? Let's start off. What does whipping mean? Because I know a lot of people are confused between straight drop and whip. Whipping is basically the diluting of the final product. All right? That's what it is. And you're not cheating the customers. You're just stretching your money. You're stretching your product. You know what I'm saying? You're watering it down just a bit. Everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's 100% pure. Now, does whipping equal automatic bad work? No, it doesn't. The main factor that will determine if the work is good or not is the purity and potency of the original product. By that I mean we're basically turning down the potency per crumb of your final product. You know what I'm saying? If it's pure straight drop, that means every little crumb is going to be packed with power. You're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? And when you whip it, that same size crumb can have a little less punch to it, and you're going to be like, You understand what I'm saying? So if it's bad though, if your original starting product is bad, it's just going to be whack. All right. So don't think that whipping means bad work. It doesn't. I mean, I've came across some whip that the customers love. You know what I'm saying? They love the shit. And they bought it up like hotcakes. Telling me it was the best they ever tasted. So yeah. Anyways, so let's discuss the get down at the get down, alright? So when the whipping actually began. Alright. Well, straight drop and whipping differentiate at the point where I guess you pull it out the microwave. Because when you pull your Pyrex glass out of the microwave, at the bottom of that glass, if you did all the steps right, you're gonna see some yellow, oily like substance sitting down there. Okay, and that is your straight gel. You know what I'm saying? That's potent stuff right there. Alright? And of course it's not gonna be as much as you put in. I mean most American cane coal, we'll call it cane coal, is already cut down to maybe 65, 75% at the best. So let's say you throw in a 14, chances are you're going to get back maybe 10, if you just left it like that, if you just use that yellow oil. All right. And of course, when that happens, you can charge more. If you want to go to prison, of course. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be doing this to begin with. Selling stuff is bad. But most people aren't going to want to pay that higher price anyways. All right. So what you want to do is you want to, I'm saying you want to make it bigger. You want to make it look better than what it is. You want to make it look puffy. You know what I mean? And that's like advertising. People want what they can see. They can see that there's more there, and they don't care about the potency or nothing like that. All they think is that they're getting more. So you dilute it. Now, there's other adulterants you can add to your mix to artificially inflate it. And that's in one of the premium videos that you won't find anywhere on the internet unless you subscribe to my life coaching services. But we're going to use nothing but water and air to make an extra $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 out of nothing. That's why they call it dope boy magic. You know, you start out with $200 and you come back with $800. You understand? Now, the magic starts with the water. Okay, so like I told you, once you pull out that, glass from the microwave, you got that yellow oil down there, you want to dump out most of the water that's in there, right? You only want to leave the amount of water that you want to add to your final solution. All right? If you put too much water in there, it's going to come out crumbly. It might not even catch at all, and it's going to come out like a big mess. All right? So you want to add I'm not even going to specifics how much you should add, but if you add too much, you're going to screw it up. All right? And once you have that set amount of water that you want, all right, the idea is to mix it as fast as you can, stir it, whip it as hard as you can, so that way the oil and that water catch and they combine into one single solid cookie. Now the oil is a different consistency than the water, so it wants to push the water out. Okay? You understand that? The oil wants to separate itself from the water, so it naturally separates itself. Now the thing is, after a certain amount of time out, at a cooler temperature, that oil hardens. So if you're whipping it, while it's in that gel-like consistency, everything's going to be stirring around together, everything's going to be mixed up. It may be trying to push that water out, but by the time it dries, it's not going to have a chance to push that water out, and everything gets locked in. Okay, so now you added water, air bubbles, and pockets of air into this cookie. And that, is where let's say you put in 7, you put it on the scale, now you got 12, 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? You just double the load. All right? Now, some people think the more baking soda you add, adds to the weight. And in a way, it does, but it's not a good thing. I mean, most of the, I'd be lying to you guys if I told you I knew all the whole scientific breakdown and whatnot. But I do know that if you put too much of the soda in there, it's going to burn black. And it's not going to do anybody any good. But if you know what, screw that. You don't want to add baking soda. That's not a good cut. There's other cuts that can be used. And again, that's another premium video that I sell with my life coaching services. Hit me up on the email if you ever want to look into that. But yeah, essentially that's what whipping's all about. Now, am I forgetting anything else? Golly, it's been so long since I made a video, I'm a little bit rusty. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. So we discussed the mixing process. We discussed why it works. The only other thing that I want to maybe point out is you definitely want to get a solid cookie. You know what I'm saying? That way, the water really doesn't have anywhere to escape to. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always tell people, use the smallest Pyrex glass that you can. Don't use the big 2-cup one if you're not doing a whole bunch of cooking. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a smaller space so that way, the ingredients don't have too much room to spread out and whatever. And you know what? That's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is a quick video that I felt like I needed to put out there since I was getting a lot of questions. I'm going to be releasing a few more in-depth